The other biggest thing is Twitter Blue. I bought
Blue's
that.
This is why corporate America is broken. Is Elon Musk allowed to lay off his employees at Twitter? Yes, he is, because he is now the CEO and owner of Twitter. The deal concluded on October 27th. However, what he's not allowed to do is to have a mass layoff without giving advance notice. So today, I thought, because of all of the news swirling around Twitter layoffs, which is happening today, November 4th, that I would do a quick legal rundown as to what Twitter is allowed to do and not allowed to do in terms of its layoffs. So on October 27th, Elon Musk, after 6 months of going back and forth, do I want Twitter? Do I not want Twitter? He finally concluded the $44 billion deal to acquire Twitter and take it private. Now it's no longer has stockholders. All of the stockholders got bought out. So it told the world, as he always does, on Twitter that he was going to lay off 50% of the Twitter workforce, which comes out to roughly 3,700 employees. And this, of course, caused a whole bunch of people to be very, very nervous. Now, Elon went ahead and laid off most of his executive C-suite. And maybe if he hadn't laid off his chief legal officer, the chief legal officer could have told him, do not lay off people in a mass exodus fashion. And the GC probably would have also told Elon that you need to give notice. You have to give 60 days of notice to 1, the employee, and 2, to the federal and state employment agencies. As of Thursday, November 3rd, the California Employment Agency says that it did not receive any notice from Twitter that it was about to engage in a mass layoff. The act that is activated basically is called the WARN Act. And the WARN Act stands for Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act. And that states that when there's a mass layoff, more than 75 full-time or part-time employees need to get 60 days of notice. And if not, then the company will be in violation of the WARN Act. So on Thursday, November 3rd, 4 plaintiffs filed a lawsuit in the Northern District of California, which is where San Francisco sits, claiming that their rights had been violated under the WARN Act because Twitter did not give them notice, and neither the federal or the state agencies had been given notice. Now, what can Twitter do to come into compliance? Well, it could, 1, not lay off people right now and give the proper notices to its employees and to the agencies, or 2, it could go forward with the layoffs and just give the employees 60 days of pay, and they also have to give medical coverage for another 60 days. And I guess as of today, Twitter could give notice to the proper agencies, and then in 60 days, it could lay off the employees. But this is kind of a breaking news situation. I'll come back in a few days and give you guys an update, because for the lawsuit to have been filed, it would imply that the plaintiffs in the case were not given notice. They were not given 60 days of pay or medical coverage, because they basically need standing, right? They need to be able to prove that the violation of the act had occurred for them to file this lawsuit. So do you know how the Twitter employees are getting laid off? They're getting laid off via email. So an internal email went out a few days ago telling employees that the company would be closing all of its offices on November 4th, so no employee is allowed in the offices. And over the weekend, the employees will get one of 2 types of email. 1, they will get an email through their official work Twitter email, which then means they're still employed, or 2, they will get an email in their personal email, meaning therefore they're laid off. This is why corporate America is broken. Because you know how layoffs should happen? The employees should be able to sit down with their HR representative. The HR person should explain what's going to happen, what the exit is going to look like, what benefits or pay they're going to receive, and the employee should get a chance to be able to air his or her or their grievance or experience or feelings, but that's not happening here at all. This is what a good company would do. A good company would give an employee a chance to have an exit meeting, but Twitter's not doing that, and I'm super disappointed that Twitter is being mishandled in such a way under Elon's management. So not only is this the most disrespectful way to lay off its employees, affecting thousands upon thousands of families. Elon Musk and Twitter is doing this in terms of timing at the worst possible time. The US midterm elections is in 4 days. That means there will not be enough people moderating misinformation as it's happening right before the elections. So I really have to say, shame on you, Twitter. Shame on you. So I'll come back to update you guys soon. If you're curious, make sure to catch this video that I just released on why it took Adidas so long to drop Kanye West. Because it's not so easy to just drop somebody in a partnership agreement. This is Tyler, the Hollywood attorney. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.